Alright, guys, it is me again, your humble alien from out of this world, playing some more SD Gundam. It is I, Funky, and we're going to return it back to this wonderful adventure. Alrighty, got the auto play. Alright. I believe I got all my posts out there. I got my shinies all in order. I don't think there's anything missing this time other than switching over to the game screen for all of you wonderful creatures. Sounds like that might be the case. Oh, hey, now it works today. Look at that upper right corner. I just caught that myself. Look at that. Now it works today. That's Cheerhawk when it's supposed to be working. Let me go to that. Clear. Yeah. Ta-da! Alright. Or did I just transition without transitioning? Oh well. Alright, we're gonna get some more music soon, and I've also changed some. I do want to get some more music, but I'm trying to find stuff that's kind of royalty free. That's kind of the fun stuff, is finding video game music that's royalty free and entertaining at the same time. Sometimes it's generic enough to be like, bleh. Alright. Also, I fixed my volume because I realized the game was really down, so all the sound alerts were really high, and obviously that was causing the problem. That's been fixed. Now the game volume is increased back to where it was before, and now the alerts should be roughly within the same range. We also did some what's the word before? Group dispatches, and we picked up something really cool, which I am going to throw onto one of my friend characters. Our resident Gundam Barbados Lupos Rex pilot. I picked up the ability to acquire the Ella Vigina Original. Increases critical hit rate by 25% for all units with the ability, the AV system. So I think I now have them in a good, nice, cool groove situation. So what that does is it actually unlocks the full potential of Barbados Lupos. So when it's in base morale, now I don't know if original recipe variant of the AV system counts as a tier 3 or higher, because I don't know, but it gets a plus 30 reaction and a plus 30 awaken when it's being piloted by the pilot that has AV 3 or higher. So an extra boost to 30. I'll know it's active once we go into combat. Actually, I wonder if I can pick the pilot themselves and see if it says no, but it might kick on when we're actually on the field. But back to the task at hand. The second half of it is a plus 10% evasion and accuracy modifier to morale of super or higher, which is another awesomely good feature. Because extra accuracy, it means tougher blows against the higher end enemies, going to be easier to pull off. We also picked up something else, and I'm trying to remember what it was. That is the fun side of the list, though, is I can go here, go to character abilities, I can go down this list to see, look at the new stuff. Because I got something else new, and I'm trying to find it. The big list. It's getting bigger, too, as we do more and more of those things. See? The system. Original. Oh, I can only toggle the list, so I have to actually go to a trained character, don't I? Trained character. Filter. Newest. That can't be the only newest one. I picked up another one. Weird. But I think I saw an Endurance 5 I want to set. Yeah, 500,000, but it's gonna be worth. What was the other one? Like Melee Combat 5. Let's do that first. We gotta have we have to have our leaders of our teams, you know, able to take some serious punishment. But that's why I made sure they're good to go. And having the AV system on there, and it's gonna be really good. Now, I'd hate to see, I'd be terrified to see a Zero System AV'd mobile suit, because oh my god, that would be terrifying. The craziness of the Zero System with the response power of the AV system. I hate with a GN drive. Oh, it'd be so good. It'd be energy restore. Oh my god, super morale would make you untouchable. Super morale would really be untouchable at that rate. Oh, we picked up a capture. Let me go see what the captures were. Offloader. Oh yeah, the GNs. So I wanted to keep 3 of these because of the 3 unlocks here. So I want to 3 of these. We'll keep 3. And we'll sell the remaining 3. They actually sell really well. That's really nice. I think we have that manufacturer. Yeah, we have this manufacturer. It's tier 1. Yeah, I really don't utilize it. A Din Commander. Do we have that manufacturer option? We have the manufacturer option, and we have its sister manufacturers, so we'll be selling this too. Alright, we've made most of our money back. Let's go ahead and do a dispatch. I should probably change the music on you guys. You guys are sitting here listening to the same music. So let's swap out the formation set of music again for another track. That way you guys aren't sitting here listening to the same loop like I am. I shouldn't be too picky, but I want something that... I remember hearing a lot of these themes. Look at this. This is kind of... Actually, that's pretty... Yeah, there we go. That's a little less boom in my ears. Alright, it's Thursday dispatch, so I need to send out one of these 2 teams, 100%. Both are options. Oh, before I do that, I almost forgot. The developments. Let's go to formation, because it's a lot easier to do it from formation, in my opinion. Alright, formations. That didn't level. That's actually kind of surprising. It's leveled multiple times, but it did not level up to level 9, which unlocks the last piece of that puzzle. Savior Gundam didn't level. That didn't level it either. I'm not high enough to pick a new option. Astray. I don't think I deployed them. Maybe I didn't? Usually do. Maybe I actually forgot to? It might be possible. Oh, I've ran into a dead end on this one. Have I ran into a true dead end? Dead end on that end. Nope, there's a fresh one on Adisa Revive. And Resin has another one. So I probably will do I'll probably do Resin Revive, which requires one. Oh, they all both require level 7. Okay, never mind. And Dagger, level 3, won't have a new option until level 4. Alright, Team B. This requires level 20, I'm almost certain of it. Or level 12 to see something new in that square, and 16 to see something new in that square. Well done. Yeah, I'm just leveling it up for the sake of... I do want it to be slightly decent when I bring it onto the battlefield, so we can actually check it out. A smidge. Okay, so that hasn't ran into a technological dead end yet. Which to that. How about this? Oh, Gundam at Gate Gussin, which is another Gundam that we need to acquire. Because we need to acquire all the Gundams inside each of the universes, because it makes it easier to get them all. Because Gundams are pretty good as is. Into Worker, Takadon, and then we have the Brother Kit, which I already knocked out. So, if we were to change it, we can either go down this path, which only unlocks one thing. Or we can go down this path, and oops, this one. I guess this guy right here. I kind of want to get the Gundam. Yeah, I want to get the Gundam over the other option. Move it back into a Man Roddy. Sorry, Galio. Want to get Bajwan Graze, which turns into Graze Iron. Go ahead and develop. Gundam Wing Proto unlocked the ability to put the Zero System in everything, and now I've hit another technological... And now I realize I just hit another technological dead end, so I need to probably sell this off and put a new thing in that spot. Develop, which unlocks another Gundam for this. And I've reached, I am assuming, a technological dead end. Yeah. Switch to Kaiser Trooper. And we'll send this off. Swap. Right, I said 3 of these need to be developed, so we're going to grab this. We're going to do the same here. So now that I got 6 levels under its belt, it won't be as squishy. Where is the more GN? There it is, GNX. And that means we can grab Master Asia and fill up that last slot. He can fight in a GNX. Perfect. So now they have the full secondary teams are set up and go. Oop. And we got the worst luck. Group dispatch. Alright, let's send them out on missions. The bigger experience pool to go to the quote-unquote now solo team, but I should rename it to Away Team B. And set up the other team for this batch. They have no bonuses or negatives against this mission. Actually, I'm going to send them over to this. I want to unlock more music. And it's also a lot of long mission. Like, really long. And it's just really long. Now that I've done that, and I've unlocked new stuff, let's save. The reason why I'm trying to do the Gundams and Orphans is at the bottom here-ish. I want to say it's in Gundam. Yeah, there it is. It unlocks a gold manufacturing part, or a mold modification part, and I'm hoping for the mobility ×2, which is 2 squares. Because there's only 2 mobilities. There's a 1 square and a 2 square that you can get, I guess, to manufacture, and not just find. And that's what I want. I want the ability to make the 2 because I want everybody to be super fast. Like, this game really benefits your ability to get teams to move in. So, we just dealt with, the Avalon, but we may have lost one of the key pilots of the Gundam Meisters, so we gotta figure out where it's gonna go. We'll be facing off, looks like a brand spanking set of new faces. We have Barak Dinin, Mook, and Mook number 4. So we're 4 different Mooks, but they're called A-Law soldiers. They're weapon around with weapon range efficiency, melee range efficiency, control level 2, which is kind of something I do want, and physical weapon efficiency. So, not that I kind of want, but we have 4 guest units. I think we've gotten most of the guest units. We've been pretty successful about picking up our guest units. Let's see. I think we've gotten we've gotten every guest units we have. We don't have the Trinity set, which is a set of units I do want because they have a GN system as well. I'm hoping they have a GN system, but we'll find out. Let's take on the Angel's second advent at extra hard, as per our usual. For years since the human forces Gundam elimination plan Fallen Angel, after the fierce battle in which the world had come together to defeat their common enemy, the Zobin, the Earth Federation government was formed, comprising of 80% of the world's independent nations. All participating nations combined their armies into one peacekeeping force with the goal of deterring war.
なおも収まらない紛争やテロ行為に対し、連邦政府は新たな特殊部隊の編成に踏み切る。
It is hot here. I don't know why. However, a special unit was formed to combat against small acts of conflict and terrorism. Be right back, guys. I want to try to get some AC in here. It's a little toasty. I returned. Sorry about that. Now I got some cool air coming in. I got some cool tea, which you guys really can't see, but I have it. I promise you, and I will stay hydrated. I'll actually try to make sure I stay extra hydrated because I'm toasty. It's because we didn't have the AC on because we've had some cold snaps for the last few days. Yeah, so it leads up to that. All right, moving forward. However, so yeah. Wow. Oh, that was really nice. The Autonomous Peacekeeping Force A-Laws. They two of them look the same-ish. Yeah, two of them look the same. Purpose is to suppress ideals and nations that oppose the government. Squadron to quell all deserters through force. The advantage this through the total manipulation of news and information, such as the general populace has no idea of its true nature.
そこに生きる者たちを翻弄する。
They dictate the facts of the world through force, feeding the populace like pawns, twisting the
無
world.
実の権威から歪みの渦中へ飲まれる者。
Those suspicious innocents caught in the twisted vortex. Those sunk deep into the twistedness of their hatred. I just opted to, if I accidentally overtalk her, I'm just gonna keep
その歪
going.
みを破壊すべく再び戦いの道を選ぶ者。
Those who once again walk the road of battle to fight against this twistedness. We have the Gundam.
西暦2312年。
Years
世界は未だ争いを忘れられずにいた。
World has not yet forgotten war. Hey, it's the mob boss's place. Close. Attacked by mobile suits. Damn Federation. Attacking without any warning like that. I heard... Oh! Oh! I heard there are new mobile suits mixed in with the enemy forces. So I'm guessing, Klaus, those guys are serious. I think we better postpone the rescue operation at Proud. No, in fact, we should push that for an earlier start. Many of our comrades' lives are on the line. Can't afford to lose them. I understand. I'll contact the rescue team and tell them the operation should be rescheduled. Please do that. Damn. ALOS! New battlefield.
天使再臨。
Angel Second Advent. Hey! The ship got an overhaul! Oh, we have new faces! It's confirmed. The Federation's new space cruiser is headed towards Lagrange 4. Oh, he even got a new outfit! Just like Wei Lie Mei reported. Maybe this will... I'm going out with Cerevi. Roger that. He'll come. He's still alive. I know he'll come. We don't know if Setsuna is alive or not. Oh. Lieutenant Colonel Zenith. I'm trying to voice him because I'm looking at his face and, like, it feels like he's, like, very deep. Understood. We found the Cathrion vessel. Holy shit, it's Guile! Yes, sir. I reckon unit detected it. A recon unit detected it. We are currently tracing it to its course. Show they're heading to Proud after all. That's the status of our new automations. All units are prepared for deployment, sir. Got a butt chin. Then commence the operation to destroy the anti-government forces. Sir, ahead at Team 1 launching. Autonomous container is now connected with the A-head units, reporting no anomalies, all green. Captain Zenith, this is your the first sortie for warranted officer Harvey in Unit 3. Just let her go get a feel of the battlefield. Oh. We've encountered her before, haven't we? Roger. Zenith team, ready and launching. I do like the little animations that they do to get the characters moved from one location to the other. They blink out. They've gone somewhere else. But sometimes they like do these cool animations. Like, wish they'd do it all the time. Just whoosh. I would be okay with them just flying off the screen to the left, out of sight. I mean, it's a little extra program. Ah, there's Sanji. How do I end up here? Hey, you don't look like an ex-military. Are you members of the Catherine too? And nothing of the sort. They just dragged me along too. I didn't do anything. So you just happened to get caught up? You have to be pretty lucky too. How is that lucky? You'll find out soon enough. Can't let this beat me. As long as I'm in space, then maybe one day. House. Louise. Oh! Yeah, that name. Yeah, it's his love. What's going on? They've come to pick us up. Huh? Our comrades are here. It looks so 3D, and it is 3D, but it's applied. It's ahead of so it's layered a background, a 3-dimensional object, and then all the action figures effectively. Kind of cool. Good. Commence the rescue mission. Find the gravity system for Block 7 and hack into it. Roger that. Taking control. Come on, and hurry. Captain, confirming mobile suits. Federation? One of them is a new model. That means they're A-loss. All teams, hurry with evacuation. No, no. Explosion? What's going on? Construction of the Catherine vessel confirmed. I'll proceed to the performance test for the new automations, as planned. Ward Officer Helvey, stand by where you are. Helvey. Roger. Reach the target point. Release the container. Now commencing activation of new automations. What? Military automations? What's going on? Recognize that thing, but who is it? Oh, it's a fucked up looking Exia. You alright? Thank you. I can't believe it. Would you be Satsuna? Sanji Crossroad. Satsuna, what are you doing out here? Keep quiet, we're going. Scoops him up, the number of automations decreasing. Was good. And what are these GN particles? That's a Gundam! My head! She's the one that was traumatized by a Gundam. A Gundam! But celestial being, is it? Why do you have to show up again now? Nothing changed. Not one damn thing has changed all this time. This is what we wanted. Neither Lock-On nor I wanted this. Not a world like this! Mission start. Destroy 15 automations. Katie defeats 15 automations in a single in 3 turns. Oh, this thing is sport. Oh yeah, it has no animation anyway. Oh, it does actually have weaponry. What's the range on it? 1 to 3. So I could get them to target him. So I can actually kill multiple in one go. I kind of need to. Oh, they actually move. That's perfect. Oh, but they're following a character, aren't they? Son of a guns. I'm really hoping they're following him. That's kind of my hope. Ooh, he has a really good chance to hit.
Gundam とはいえ5年前の機体。アヘッドの敵ではない。
破壊する。ただ破壊する。こんな行いをする貴様たちをこの俺が駆逐する。
Submachine gun versus Gene sword.
こいつ
He's very dangerous.
俺たちのガンダムだ。邪魔をするな。
Now I won't kill the guy outright anymore. Oh, no way! Are they trying to move away from me? I chase those ones down. Or did they just rotate? Are they rotating? Is that the... What is with this? Come on! I'm supposed to throw... Hold the phone here. I'm supposed to destroy 15 for the secret requirement. Which, oh god, what is the secret reward? Am I about to be sad? Oh, Terra Idra 2. I don't get these things. Why are they running from me?
俺は戦う。
Because I can destroy 3 a turn. Easily. Easily destroy 3 a turn. That's a weird requirement. Like, I'm hoping they either have a fixed flight path or something goofy.
Gundam.
Oh yeah, this guy, he actually has a better chance of hitting me. Oh, evaded. And I whipped him around a little bit. Like, I will counter until I don't have super. Because there's no reason not to. Alright, fight me. Nope. Nope. Okay, sure. Okay, this one goes up. Destroyed. Goes up, goes up, goes up. Left. Oh. They're trying to position themselves in their previous allies' positions. Oh. But getting them to swing at me is the hard part. I have to get them all to swing at me. That's the really, really hard part. I don't see how you could do this, even with them swinging at you. You'd have to fly ahead of a group. You would have to fly ahead of a group. And kill... I don't get these little groups. These little robots. Hope these three move in closer. Was I right? Did they actually try to move into your previous... I don't have energy for that one. I, in theory, could get the last batch. It's all but one? And that is a tall, tall, tall order. Yeah, it's all but one. You have to hit them in a very specific direction. I might be able to pull it off if I ignore the other squad attacking me. That's if they fly near me and attack me. Attacks me. Please don't outfly me. Please don't outfly me. Please don't outfly me. Please just fly a little bit and attack me. No! Come the fuck on! That is a massive order. Come on! Alright, I'll have to do that. I'll have to off-screen it. It's short enough, but I'd rather... Well, if that's the case, screw these guys. Because I've already failed the condition I wanted to succeed at. Might as well get the get meter as high as I can get it. Taking out these goons. He's in critical. He shouldn't be swinging. Now I'm in critical. Oh shit! I have to evade.
Gundam.
こんな世界など求めてはいない。
I have to end it. I can't take another turn with a risk. Gundam confirmed. Prepare to engage. Reinforcements. There are more of them. All units retreat. Just your bean. Damn. Gundam. Ooh. I figured you'd be tracking ALO's activities. Long time no see, Setsuna. Terry Irda? Irdi? Mr. Irdi has located Exia. Setsuna, are you so you're early on or we're on Proud then. Mrs. Wang's info was right on the money. You're alive after all, Setsuna. I bet he's gonna be surprised when he sees you on the bridge, Miss Lassie. Yeah, I imagine so. Finally, we get to try out Exia's solar reactor. Gundam showed up at Proud? Yes, it seems to be the case. We owe them a debt of gratitude. Thanks to them, we could rescue our comrades. We're still alive in there. Besides, this is a great opportunity. They may target us for armed intervention. No. There are people who share the same ambitions and ideals as us, Shirin. That is questionable, but we'll see. Been 4 years, but there's definitely something very different about you. On the other hand, you have changed a bit. You're the same as you were then. I get that a lot. Setsuna, have you always been the Gundam's pilot? Sanji Crossroad. Answer me! Yes. And you were involved in the armed interventions 5 years ago. Yes, I was. Do you know what you've done? How many died because of your actions? And it was your fault. Oh, he's blaming him because of the Trinity team. That team was fucking nasty. Because of you, the person I loved. She was injured, and her family and relatives were killed. Say something. Say something! Give her back. Give her back to me. Give Lewis back to me. Who would have thought Gundams were try to stop us? It's a splendid turn of events. Their appearance makes our organization all the more necessary. Of course, sir. She's having a complete breakdown. Why is someone like this even in the A-Laws? Didn't expect to fight a Gundam. In the brig. Why didn't you shoot Setsuna? Killing someone would make me the same as you guys. That's the last thing I want. You should be grateful to Setsuna. Huh? He wouldn't have brought you along with us. You'd be executed as a member of the anti-Federation group, Cathrion. That's ridiculous! You're blind into the ways things really are. Take a close look with your own eyes at the world you live in. Hi, we brought you something to eat. I'll leave it right here, so please enjoy it. And we'll be leaving Red Haro with you. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. If you need anything, please just tell Red Haro. Oh, and you'll also be able to have access to our database. Research! How long are you gonna keep me here? Huh? We know the Alos are looking for you. Look, I'm not a member of the Cathrion. Let's just hope they think the same. People, you still planning to run performing those armed interventions like before? No. We're just gonna crush the Alos. Federation forces? It's an autonomous force that reports to the government. Bari committed 14 acts of mass murder. Atrocities they call suppression. They've killed tens of thousands of victims, but all the records have been erased. You've experienced their method firsthand. What's your point? The Federation government formed because of your armed interventions. That is why we intend to make it right. But if you fight, more innocent people will be hurt. Whether we fight or not, people will die. The test is going to start any minute now. Alright. What about Tatsuna? What's he doing right now? Oh, he's going to pick up some people. He's striking down some of our comrades. Comrades? Colonel Kaji Mannequin, hereby accepting my new position. It is a pleasure to meet you, Colonel. Sir. As you're aware, our autonomous peacekeeping force, that is the Alos, was established to wipe out the anti-Federation elements and report directly to the Federation government. Our targets include non-Federation nations that retain their military power, the anti-government organization known as Cathrion, and now, one more group has been added to our list of offensive targets. The Gundams, I presume. If they intend to start performing their armed interventions again, then our forces will have no choice but to retaliate. Public opinion would support any action we take. Given the fact that you have an actual combat experience battling the Gundams, I value your abilities and skills greatly. The A-Laws will give you a chance to use those skills. Yes, sir. I don't remember who Caddy is! The Autonomous Peacekeeping Forces, A-Laws, faithful watchdogs of the Federation. Permission to speak, Colonel? First Lieutenant Perez, so you're with the A-Laws too? Yes, ma'am. They came calling for me, and I accepted the position yesterday. Surprised Colonel Smirnov gave his permission for this. An order from the top has to be obeyed. And who are you? Brother, maybe? I'm Andrea Smirnov, ma'am. I carry the rank of second lieutenant. Lieutenant Smirnov, are you any by chance Colonel Smirnov's? Yes, ma'am. I'm his son. Oh, come the fuck on! Who are you fooling? Who are you fooling? Yankin, that's you! Come on! I guess I'll try to disguise his voice. Pretend to be him to disguise his voice. Disguising his voice. Adding the AIU's mission. I guess I'll make it like the chin strap's kind of hard, makes him difficult to talk. AIU's mission commander, the super soldier from the Human Resources League. Wow. That's Commander Katrina for you. Don't waste time. Ooh! New retrofit. It's got 2 GN engines. No way. Simulations showed a high leakage rate between Ixia and Zero Gundam's solar reactors. Yeah, they've yielded the highest sink ratio so far. But it hasn't got above 70%. Satchberg sent us new Gundam main engines theory along with the Trans Am. In practical theory, or an accelerated prediction of science 200 years in the future. By synchronization to solar entrants, the resulting particle emissions are squared. That's the Double Zero's twin system and twin drive system. We're only 10% away from the stable territory. We could force activation with Trans Am. Don't be ridiculous. If we do that, it could overload. In the worst case scenario, it'll explode. And all I could do is recalibrate and could check with the whole system again. Of course we will. Thirteen. Hit found. The Thrones were responsible for the attack on the civilians of Spain. The reason for that attack? Don't know. Unknown. What are Gundam Thrones? Hit found. Gundam Thrones. The Gundam Thrones machines were part of the original plan. Were not part of the original plan. Also, the Thrones are equipped with pseudo-Geon drives. The offensive particles they emit may possibly affect the human body. Affect the human body? Gundam Thrones, the suits that hurt Louis. They're enemies! Huh? They're enemies! What do you mean by that? Ah, Sanji knows the true enemy now, or at least knows what's happened now. What do you think we'll accomplish by dragging me back? The Federation government was formed, and by the world still hasn't changed one bit. Even with all of those sacrifices, nothing has changed. His plan was meaningless. Is that why you drown yourself in alcohol? Is that a problem? I've had enough of this. I can't go on anymore. We will fight. If leading the world into a terrible reformation is our sin, then the only way to atone is for that sin is to change the world again. I'm afraid that it's impossible for me. You're running away too? What's wrong with that? Just let me escape from everything. I'm not strong as you. Please, Setsuna, just forget about me. Here comes the new Meister. Huh? There's a new Meister? Hey, you're late. Lock on! Is he really alive? Do I really look like my brother that much? Brother? I'll introduce you to. This is Lion Delendi. No, you're wrong. My name is Lock-on Stratos. I'm a Gundam Meister of the Celestial Beings. He has a twin brother? That's wild. Mistress, why do you give that information about Celestial Beings? What have we spent all these 4 years preparing for? They're of no use to anyone if they can't overcome this level of danger. But Mistress, it appears that you're more interested in starting fights than in reforming the world. Yes, I am. It's only when battles are over that true reform for the world will be found. Nina, get in touch with them. Oh, I understand, Mistress. Oh. She's so crazy. She's the one that killed the, oh, that's gonna cause conflict. Oh, and now she's on that side. What are you doing, Ribbons? I just got some interesting info. Wow, that's fantastic info. Well, what else would you expect from a former Celestial Being agent? Should we contact Homer Katagiri? Good thinking. Not bad at all. Why is it all over the place? Alliances are all scattered to the wind. What? We know the location of the spaceship that's carrying the Gundams? It's coming straight from the headquarters. It says it's reliable, sir. Commander Katagiri does it again. That man does everything flawlessly. Alright, prepare to launch all mobile suits. Our ship will conduct a surprise attack on the Gundam spaceship. Not bad, Captain Zenith. Yes, sir. Head teams, prepare to sortie. Captain, please permit me to sortie. I'm not the one who makes the decisions. Remain on standby, officer. Warrant officer. Heavily. Yes, sir. Start up ahead. All units, hurry up with your launch prep. Damn celestial beings. Information on Wei Li Mie. She says the ALOs know our location. I'll take Severy out. Belt, go and help Ian. We need to hurry up and up the matching process. Roger. Enemy forces approaching. Enemy forces approaching. Prepare for combat. Prepare for combat. No way. You're going to combat now?
セラビ、ティエリアーレ、目標を迎撃する。
An urgent coded message from Helium? Sniffed out by the ALOs already? Natsuna, what's our current fighting strength? We just have Tyria's unit right now. However, we have another unit that's almost ready to roll out. Just 2 units? Pretty lean little group you're running here. We'll just have to make do. Get in contact with the ship. Get this ship closer to them. Roger. Australian, we received an emergency code message from Mrs. Nogiri. Miss Norigira. Mrs. Sumiragi? It's a tactical plan. It's scheduled to begin in 032. That's a little unreasonable. Good work, Satsune. You really did manage to bring her back. Oh, that's spicy. Alright, we're gonna get fielded though. That's half the fun. That's gonna be the fun part. We're gonna get fielded. This is gonna be an easy battle. I'm almost certain it's to get the small ship to the big ship. Or to our green zone. Enemy vessel sighted. 1 mobile suit confirmed. The Gundam from before. It's transport ship. Team 2, destroy the transport. All the units on the Gundam. Yes, sir. Remain enemy formation. Are those mobile suits? Line up with the Gundam's launching area. Roger. You understand? Get the ship closer to the launching area. It is moving towards us, so we should be able to make contact ahead of the anticipated time. Okay, so it's gonna move towards us, and we're gonna move towards it. Or it's gonna be green teaming, and I'm gonna have to protect them. Roger. Making contact. Activating the 0-0. Seems as you got something up your sleeve. That's all I'm able to do for now. I'm entrusting this up to you, Satsuna. Alright, where are we being fielded is gonna make a big difference. Oh, they're making us. We're gonna push right through them. That's fine. Oh! A sortie team comes from the rear, and a warship team comes from the front. That's mean! Oh, we're about to delete some people. That's just gross. Look how close we are. Oh, no. Oh, that's spicy. Oh, that's spicy. Satsune reaches next to in 4 turns. Oh. Oh, this could be hilariously simple. We get a guy right in the back who's like a commander of the group, and another guy who's commander right in the... This is mean, game. Even for you, this is hilariously mean in my favor. Yep. Alright, I can get full support. Lord Saber. Mega Cannon. You gotta be careful though, because if I overextend, I could have somebody who could be really in the thick of things. But my concern is this only has 1,000 health, so I'm gonna have to protect it by punching right through everything. That's the only way we can protect it, is we have to punch through. Holy snap, what? Did they not have... Was that not 4K? Oh, it is not. Fucking busted ass turn 8 Gundam. So I have to be careful. These guys' return swings are very dangerous. So if I'm fast enough, I won't have to worry about it. And that's kind of what I'm banking on. There's a lot of unprepared enemies. And free shots. And enemies just being deleted. Oh, I didn't kill him. I'm actually... How much health does he have? Wow, okay. I gotta make sure I have certain allies next to other allies. %83 chance. That's pretty good. Like, our strike first is pretty good. That's good to see. You're a man of 3, right? Okay. The scissors.
力を見せてくれよ。
Bring in scissors to space.
そんな。この年で新たな刺激に出会えるか。
Oh, I don't like that counter swing at all. That's terrifying. How could your accuracy be so good, but you're good. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Perfect. Now I can get all three of them out. Trying to be conservative a little bit. Okay, maybe I just needed 2 attacks out of it. That's why I put him right here, so he can support 2 different attacks on the next turnaround. Beautiful. Should be able to create a very solid move. Trying to have them move up.
Arrows の卑劣な行為を黙って見ているわけにはいかない。
Let's see what this new Gundam does.
目標を迎撃する。やらせてもらう。
Oh, it's a dual Gundam! It transforms, doesn't it?
出られたのか。
It's a dual Trans Am. You have a transform form, don't you? But you don't want to show it off just yet. Oh, these guys are melee specialists. They can't fire, can they? Or are they? Why are they not defending with a fire attack? I picked a new theme for myself. I want to see if we're gonna. Well, I'll let you guys listen to it. It's called Pride. I actually found it. It is an actual free resource. It's a short thing. Oh, please hit him. Hitting warships is a pain in the absolute keister. Also, ooh, it's got what now? Opticlat. Oh, it's got hard to hit. Oh, it's got hard to hit. That's glorious. I want it. That's super nice. Step are we on for this character? That's the last step. Getting there in 4 turns is gonna be easy enough. I know I'm gonna have to peel to go and help the unit. Hey, what's his effective range? Oof. Oh yeah, they can target on turn 0, so. As long as they don't block us, I think we should be just fine. I don't know why they're targeting Tahezu. Burning finger. Ah, got hit. Smack him back. Oh well, actually both teams activated. Oh, it's fatal. With the no. Well, now you're really dead. Oh yeah, because those got beamed. This is it. Retreat. See you later, Guile. That group doesn't activate? I guess if you only had like a war group and only had worship groups, yeah, I guess I could see that being a problem. Okay, so they can do a full move forward. I realized I would have been, well, I'm probably going to get a chance to use both. It's so much harder to level up warships. They get so little time. Hey Daly, how you doing? Things are great. We're kicking butt and taking names, as per the usual. How you doing? You doing your good yourself? Unleash the power of scissors. Zero System Online. Yeah, about this game, I remember you were streaming it around, albeit quietly. I missed like the first part of this. I am doing good. Yep, a friend told me more about this game, and I remembered you. I thought I linked. Didn't I link you to this game as well? I think I did. You were. Okay. Well, you're welcome to stick around. I forgot. It's in here. It's all good. It is all good. No worries. Half the fun is watching. And ask, and you're free to ask questions. I'm currently just, how the best way to describe it, mopping house. As I've reached the threshold where the bad guys kind of struggle to hit me. And if they do hit, they have a chance to hit me. Our Alpha Strike is so catastrophically devastating that they struggle to stay upright after the fact. Like, we have a nasty, nasty Alpha Strike. Oh yeah, it's just having a power trip. Best way to describe it. Beam! That did not end how I wanted it to. No range. Got like two closest guys. 76% chance to miss. Or to hit. Ooh, what did he drop? Physical weapon efficiency. I love this move. Just meow. Alright, now they are heavily damaged. This ship will fire on these guys when they fire upon it. I'm actually gonna go ahead and get our energy back, because I have a feeling we're about to have a fight. Evade. I don't like that it's 50-50s, but I thought you were supposed to target the. Okay, so what? It's the same group. Aren't you in the same group? Am I being joked here? There's about to be no enemies on the battlefield. Like, our Alpha Strike is just done. And only 2 Gundams in the entire pile were DLCs, and they've been performing very well for their level. So it's actually kind of half the funniness of it. They've caught up in levels because of how powerful the Gundams are. Look at that, we've cleared the battlefield minus 1 dude. I'm gonna try to regrip the raid team and try not to block the ship. Alright. That unit will have to kill what's in front of it. Alright, let's move the raid team on the south end of way. I don't think you can reach it. Oh, so I'll have the Gundam finish it off. Let's see what Trans Am looks like. Mode act at max.
破壊する。TLR 目標を殲滅する。
It has a second Gundam head,
邪魔をするな。
but it doesn't seem to like turn into anything. For now. Historic moments with a secret objective. And send out 000. What? Wait! That's it. We're not done yet. There's no time. Zero Gundam, and it says solar reactors are in that machine. In this machine. This is my Gundam. So that's the social being ship. Twin drive system. Will it work? That's 00 isn't ready. Using Trans Am. That's crazy! Setsuna, stop! Fading Trans Am. You've done it now. It's no good. The particle fusion rate can't seem to make it past 73%. Not even with Trans Am. Enemy mobile suits are closing in. Ah, our rear guard. Is that it? Where's 00? Please wake up, 00.
ここにはオーガンダムとエクシアと俺がいる。
Was I supposed to play a movie where they used Zero Gundam or something? Because I don't remember ever piloting Zero Gundam. And activated. Square has a time lag? The twin drives have reached stable, rational, operational range. What's going on? What's that light? That's the 00 Gundam. I didn't even pilot Zero Gundam.
00ガンダム、刹那 F 精鋭、目標を駆逐する。
The unknown. Physical weapon. Aww. Reconnaissance skill? Oh, what does that do? Please tell me that's something cool. Plus 5% accuracy to all allies within the area. Character is excluded from this effect. Similar effects that affect others can only raise units' ability, OP, and character abilities to their maximum value. Well, I know somebody can get that on. Ah, that's another thing I wanted to check. So yeah, resupply's deactivated, and let's... Okay. Oh, that's something else I wanted to see if activated. Oh, he's currently in here. And what do we got have out here? We have a leader 4. Ooh. Range. The efficiencies, seeing the efficiencies hurt. They start becoming useless at, like, once you start reaching more and more energy levels, they become really useless. But that thing, that reconnaissance skill. So, why does this not work? Is it because he's not the main character of the group? Oh, do I have to put that on the captain? Okay, I could probably drop leadership. For reconnaissance? That'd be really, actually, that'd be really useful now that I think about it. Let me swap out for leader, we get leader 4. And if I see this correctly, they're right within range. Oh, let's get one of our teams to intercept this the group from behind. And get them within slaughter range. There we go. And now we call for a war raid. And that'll delete them straight off the map because of the ridiculous strength of our... MP up 3! Ooh! How powerful is that sucker? Versus morale grade by 1 for selected character within the... Oh! Can only be raised by a supercharged. Oh! Just super high morale. That's actually really good. Need to spot charge someone's morale, just boop. Let's see here. I'm actually more surprised we did not pick up. I never picked up 00 Gundam. We'll give these kills to these guys. We'll try to feed these kills to them. I'm gonna move into support. I guess I should intercept this guy. If I saw sense on him, I'd chase him down and drain him real quick with all his stats. Alright, let's see if I can feed the Fatamos to some... Are you considered part of the raid group of it? Nope. So I actually have to get 3 individual kills over 3 different turns if I actually want to feed it kills. So in theory, I could move up here and fire on this dude. And maybe pop him. Easy. Yeah, let's let them come to me. You have chosen very poorly. Good night. Hatch deletion mode. Just 10k. Just bam. They're gonna wait it out. I just want leadership. I want that leader stat. All I want is that leader stat. Who has it? Guy squared to the back. Nope, it is you. $2,000 just gone. Alright, sometimes I want to check. So that is activated, right? It is active. Good. We'll have somebody. It will have somebody in attack range. Breaking these guys down. Should allow the ship to get kills. Just want to get that warship a lot quicker because it's actually kind of nice with the ability to have the rare chance of just not getting shot upon. Nice hit. Alright, well, we got everything we wanted, so I'm actually going to push these guys towards these groups and get them their gauges filled. We softened up the incoming guys. Yeah, honestly, our slowdown is the fact that the enemies are slow. And we kind of have a low guest population supply right now. I was hoping they'd swing on one of the Gundam Meisters. Oh man, if we can get that special ability, oh god, that would be crazy. Alright, so he's part of a raid link-up attack. Useful to know, honestly. They'll be in for another turn. I'm gonna see if I can get my beam team to be all in one line and just beam coat them for the ship. He's gonna kill this group. Yeah, he's gonna kill this group. And turn around. Skills. Oh, I need to put some defense skills on. %16% chance. God, zero system. Ah, here we go. GN 2 rifle sword 2 rifle. Okay, I gotta see this.
これが俺たちのガンダムだ。
Well, that's kind of cool. Little lance that fires beams. Kind of like a night Gundam.
遅い。
Oh, that's kind of cool.
なんだと。
Ouch. Mild inconvenience. I might change the theme song for a while. The combat theme for ourselves for a while. Cannot take another beam attack. Got him. Almost full. I'm actually gonna open up this guy. So I need to go down one more square. Crack him up. And he defended, so he might not be dead. He's not dead. But that's fine. That'll get this gauge filled by a lot. Oh, that filled fast, which means this model is gonna get reshuffled real quick. It might be because it doesn't have a lot of options. Yeah, I'm just gonna feed them some kills really quick. Oh, cool! I get to counter this guy. Might be the last guy I need. Oh, I evaded. Besides, we can soften up a lot of guys without a lot of trouble. I'm not worried about this thing because we have enough firepower to counter swing if we need to. Yeah, all the mood maker bonuses that are nearby each other. That's right, and warships can help support warships. Oh, it's almost full! Oh god, that team does not have a soft swing. Will this be enough? No, it's far from it. Will GN sword be too much? Yep, that's a lot of damage. But we know how it does 8k, which means we can move to this guy down here, soften him up for the warship. He should be fine. Yeah, they decided to target the warship. They don't seem to target the warship's weak spot. Oh, come on. Alright. Do I have a skill I can specifically apply to them? I don't have sway. Well, I can't target them at all with any XP gain abilities. Acquisitional bonuses. That should be more than enough to finish him off. Or finish off his gauge. No! You gotta be kidding me! Alright, make your goofy swing. Oh, there's it! There's the effect! That's why I want it! Alright. We have does his beam attack low enough? It is not. That would kill him outright. I need a soft attack. And like, I don't think I have that option. Woo! A little extra time to get something really nice. Don't get me wrong, the Nelson's really nice, but... Ugh. Go away. What is that system? 00 twin drive. Ribbons, what kind of GN drive was that? Don't know. Even you, the one who controls level 7. Elliot Sainsberg. Getting opera in my ear. Welcome back. This is Sumiragi. Everyone. Long time no see, Mrs. Noriga. Same reckless Texas as always. I just... Hey, this time... a good time to butt in? Huh? What? Lock-on? Lock-on, you're alive! Lock-on, you're alive! Now that's one hell of a welcome. What's the deal? This is his younger brother. Lock-on Stratos? No, that's not him. It's not his younger brother? Excuse me, what? Nice. Twisted World complete. Limiter attack off. It was that's a silver tier item. let's take a look at the. Oh my god, it's so expensive. It's a okay. So it's a space and atmospheric, something I was begging to find, and it has underwater capacity, which is, you know, meh. But it has the anti-hit me system, which is great, but it's so expensive. I'm so mad. But it's the first one in our list that has both space and atmosphere as an option. It's only slightly more expensive than its counterpart, but, you know, it has a better one. It's got Trans Am. It's got Trans Am. That's hilarious. Oh, that's so hilarious. I want it. I want it. For now, we'll have to wait for this. We have to wait for the money. It's literally 3 link ups, but it's exactly what I need. So as soon as I get this sucker, I won't need another ship. It's got all 3 things. It's got anti-attack. It's got energy regen. I want it. We actually have. Ooh, we could do a quick. Oh, we could do a group dispatch because we have a lot of. Yes, we could do a group dispatch. We have lots of goodies, and we can get lots of money. Is there a really good cash one? Well, this one is, but I don't think we have a strong team. Oh, actually, that's a better team. But that's 15. Can we knock that down to 0? Spending almost all of our stuff, we can knock it down to 0. It's a lot of money. That's the reason why I'm targeting this. Commence the operation. Alright, let's go. Let's go see what we get. Vestiges of the Calamity War. Oh, we didn't get a lot of experience, which means we're not gonna get. 44,000 ain't bad. We didn't get nothing else though. Oh, that hurt me in my soul. I was better off doing the other dispatch. Oh, that hurt me in the very core of my soul. I really want it. I wish I could sell enough suits and enough things I don't need. Those limiters I could probably sell now that I've noticed these. I could dismantle the flighters because I don't yet. I have mechs that are capable of actual utility. Sort. Everybody using booster 1. This can actually be sold off. Oh wow, that is super inexpensive. Everybody's using decent armor. These percentile accuracies now are just kind of moot. These auto resupplies are still really good. They ain't going anywhere. Actually, I'm gonna keep these. We can dismantle some of these, but oh yeah, this is the utter. But that was the one I put away because it didn't have. So we have a ground surface one, we have a space only one, and we have an atmospherics, which now replaces the Peritet, but it doesn't have water. None of these have water. That's actually problem number 2. It's the reason why I won't get this thing. But carrier base I'm selling because it will not let it carry a dual team. So it's gone as officially as of now. It's one of our starter ones. It was worth it. I greatly appreciate it being out of our team, but it is gone. Actually, now that I look at how much we dismantled it for. We only need 75,000, don't we? Or 78 or 79,000? We would grab it. Almost certain of it. Yeah, that'll allow us to basically, yeah, that'll allow us to functionally have a good team to go. Make sure we remove the enhancements if we had any on the other two. We now have our final, unless something like ridiculous comes along. We will be using the Pilot Minitos 2 for its space, atmospheric, and underwater capacity. Ground and surface is basically interchangeable when you have atmospheric. If I get into a mission that requires me to have ground, I will be surprised. It basically makes it vulnerable to anti-air attacks. But that's it. And that's moot. If I could repaint it, I would. Alright, let's modify this sucker. So, I would... Suit... That's what I thought. Okay. It's just starting out. I kind of want to make sure it's slightly enhanced. Wait a minute. Generic add-on booster? Are you kidding me? So we can make it faster. We can swap out those for actual units. I know it had a slightly the default armor. I know I took that off, too. Oh, there it is. Basic energy supply won't be that bad. Wish I had a launch pad on him that basically gives everybody a nice whoosh as it goes off. I'm super happy with this. Ow, I just hit my toe. Oof. Okay. Ow. Plus, it can almost keep up with the Gundams. Now, I took it off. I took mobility off of this unit. Exchange. Modify. I produce. That's the limiter we have. Okay. The equivalent without the drawback. Speaking of... Now, a lot of everybody's mobile suits. I think this is the other one that had it. I have to look at. Give me a second to look at modifiers. Or, list. Modifications. Sort. Prioritize equipped. Okay, so these are not equipped at the moment. This can be sold. Actually, it. These are the these are bonus HP. Bonus HP. It's one of the mobility options that basically were reduced, didn't help the unit itself. This can be sold off now because now we actually can afford the other stuff on the regular. Purchase mobility, which means that the gold one's gonna cost me 70,000. Yeah, 70,000 each time I want to get everybody up to speed 2. It's gonna be ridiculously costly. Now I feel a lot more comfortable. That's where that's where the rest of the sink is going to go. Why is one of our former allies get a straight jacket? Okay. Oh, it is got underwater. How convenient. We have 3 mobile suits. One of them, I'll have to go back and redo the stage. Gundam XA repair. Get that one. So there's 5 guests. It's atmospheric, surface, and underwater. Which, again, is the reason why I'm glad we have a more neutral-ish ship. Because you can't have ground without atmosphere or space. Like, you can have ground space, or you can have ground atmospheric, or atmospheric surface, but you can... Yeah. The point is, thing has. We do. We now are perfect ship. We have 5 guests, and we are facing up against 3 names and 4 mooks? 4 mooks. With an extra efficiency since 5, which I do want. Reconnaissance level again, which kind of mook. And strategist 3, analyst 3, endurance 3, mechanics 3, so I'm hoping the extra guys are worth their darn. Worth their salt. So, let's hit this again! More Gundam 00 versus Mr. Bushido and the others. He got horns on his helmet because he got to be extra edgy.
組織の壊滅から
Oh, it's hallelujah!
活動再開に至ったソレスタルビーイングだが、その間にも世界の形は目まぐるしい変化を見せ、
Social Being has finally resumed action after its destruction. In this absence, the shape of the world has changed dramatically, with their meager current strength offering even the slightest resistance is all they could do.
悪意ある歪みさえも 受け入れようとする世界。その定感を切り裂いた膨大な GN 粒子の本流。
The world has readily accepted its malicious twistedness. A torrent of GM particles has cut through that resignation.
その攻防は今なお戦いの意志を灯す者たちに天使の再臨を予感
Their
させる。
sprinkle is like the second coming of an angel to those who still possess the will to fight.
ツインドライブシステム。
Twin drive
2機
system.
の太陽炉を搭
By
載
installing and
し
synchronizing
同調
two
させることで
solar reactors,
粒子
particle
生産量と
production
放
and
出量
emission
を
is increased
二乗
by a
化させ
factor
る
of
新
2.
技術。この画期的なシステムを搭載した機体 WO ガンダム。
Double O
世
Gundam.
界の歪みを断ち切るべく開発された刹那の新たなガンダムである。
Double O Gundam. The suit pioneering this innovative system is called Gundam 00. Setsu's new Gundam, designed to cut through the world's
4
twistedness.
年前のトランザム
Basic theory of the
システ
twin
ム
drive
開
system
発の際
was granted at the
ツイ
same
ンドライ
time
ブの
as the
基礎理
Trans
論
Am
も同
system.
時に提供さ
Now
れ
it's finally ready to be utilized. Oh, we're a plot by the weird
その
people.
ためこの新技術に関する情報はベーダを掌握したはずのリボンズさえ知り得てはいなかった。
トランザムだけでなくあのようなシステムまで隠していたとは。なぜだ。なぜこうもイオリアは人類に未来を委ねることに固執する。
What are you?
人類にこの計画を遂行することはできない。できるのは僕たちだけだというのに。
What is Robin? Are you some sort of alien? Ribbons?
さまざまな思いを一身に受けてここにガンダムは最短を果たす。かりそめの統一に至った世界に向けて今ソレッサルビーイングの戦いは再開された。
While Ribbons keeps his thoughts to himself, the Gundams have been resurrected. Celestial Being has once again taken arms against the world, tied together in a fragile unity. Yes. Oh, a new theme! He's angry. The Assembly has decided to place the Federal Security Agency under the direct control of the Alons. They now have some 40 million soldiers. The Federation's government must not tolerate any petty resistance. For any dialogue in the future, that is the reason we were born after all. Is this also part of Alio's Salzburg's plan, or... I am faithfully executing his plan. Something no human can do. Only we can, for we are the innovators. By the way, regarding the Azistan princess, you've been leaving her alone until now. So, what made you change your mind? You know, the reason. So you really think they'll show up? Of course they will. After all, one of the Gundammeisters is being held there, too. Ooh, a lot of thinking.
アレルヤ奪還作戦。
Oof. We're gonna really suffer. Oh, it's split! It's water and land. Oh, and it's got 8 turrets! And it's... Oh, beauty! Yes, bring me some difficulty! Yes, bring me auto turrets or bullshittery! Anti-government prison. Wake up, test subject E57. So this is him, the Gundam pilot you've been holding here for the last 4 years. Quantum brainwaves aren't affecting him anymore. File report says it's because of a head injury he has suffered. Give me a moment. I want to speak with him. Yes, ma'am! Maria, you finally came, so you really are still alive. So I have to... Maria. It's me. You and I used to talk all the time in the home. I'm Hallelujah. My name is not Marie. No, you're definitely Marie. Why? Why do you keep calling me by this name? So she's cut off from her other half. Maybe? Any Rebel Suit combat experience? Obviously I haven't, but I've operated an industrial workloader. So you're brought in a complete novice. That damn suit center. It just means I've got a lot of things I need to learn. But I'm counting on you, my cheering instructor. My charming instructor. Oh, he's hitting on him! Yes! I don't like to be teased. Have Eros and Churidim been loaded yet? Finally, all finished. What is Mrs. Sumi Ragi's doing? She's still shutting herself up in her room. She says she isn't necessarily rejoining celestial beings at sea. That does kind of put a problem on things, because she's kind of our thinker. Yes, the record is right. We have a different point of view than the Thrones regarding armed intervention. So they weren't your allies? Right. Even so, you killed people with your Gundams too, putting people in the same situation as mine. It's only natural for people to hate you for that, what you did. I know that. So, the world was peaceful then. I could have retained my normal, everyday life. It was you people who destroyed all that. So everything's alright, as long as you have peace. Huh? That's not what I mean! But no one wants to be unhappy. Wants to be unhappy. It's a long map. Oh! I literally just sold this thing! Because I was trying to find an atmospheric, a better two-team atmospheric. Assuming defensive positions in accordance with the mission plan. Contact Lieutenant Perez on the advance team. Yes, ma'am! So this is where we'll be holding the pilot of the winged one. After we handed him over to top brass, there's no word of what become of him. But the A-Laws knew where he was. Oh, hello there. Nina Trinity. I've confirmed the info from level 2 about the Meister still being alive. The A-Laws have gathered here too. What do we want to do, mistress? I'll head it from here. You may return now. Roger. She's trying to redeem herself, I'm hoping. But, yeah, she was kind of psychopath. But, again, it said the red particles affected humans, so I have a feeling that the red GN system made her kind of crazy. We have a coded message from Wang Liamia. It's descendant detention center in the HRL. It's holding Hallelujah. Hallelujah. What did you say? I know him. He's a Gundam Meister. I see, so he's captured by the Federation. No wonder we couldn't figure out where he was. They found out where Hallelujah is. Hallelujah? Who's that? Comrade! Comrade! Is that really true? That they found Hallelujah? Yeah. This is reliable information for Wang Mie. Let's start the rescue mission. But how do you plan on rescuing him? That would what you would figure out. What? Sumi Ragi Lee Noriega. Give us your tactical forecasts. But if he returns, then we can start mounting operations with 4 Gundams. Please lead us to hand to save Hallelujah. Stop it. Don't impose your expectations on me. My forecast can't really change anything that's going to happen. Just putting everyone in danger. There are no regrets. Even if the mission fails, we'll never blame you for it. No matter what happens, Hallelujah is our comrade, and we want to save him. So please, work out a practical plan for us. Setsuna. I understand. Belt, could you update me on the fighting strength of our situation? Yes, of course! Finally going to get some action. I don't imagine you'll be getting your turn today. Well, that makes me feel a lot better. Alright, here's the mission plan. Hey, what kind of plan is this anyway? Now that's daring. An all-out attack in just 300 seconds? Well, that's the lady I know. Oh, I have a job too? Frankly, that'll work better for me. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, I was taking it to myself. I'm counting on you for support, Hara. Leave it to me! Leave it to me! I like Hara. It's a nice little mascot character. But I didn't remember. I guess I remember seeing it from 00, but again, now I need to go watch the show in proper. There's no time left. We're starting now. Roger. Alamenos, commencing atmospheric entry sequence. 00, survey. Citrium. Prepare for launch. Mission will commence in I guess in 43 seconds. Or 43 minutes. Roger. Go make your preparations for departure. Setsuna, what is it? New information from Wang Liao Mei, the facility where Hallelujah is being imprisoned. Marlena Ismail name came up as well. What? Maria Ismail? She's the same prison as Hallelujah? Ian Field is out maximum outfit. Commencing atmospheric entry. Mission start. Oh, sweet. We get to, like, straight into the nitty-gritty. So we're gonna do a surface and water mission? Those cannons is what scares me. Colonel, we have stopped searching. Why have we stopped searching for the Gundams? Because it's no longer necessary. No longer necessary. We've set some bait for the celestial beings. The ground forces will have to handle this. This could be an excellent opportunity to measure our opponent's strength. Assuming defensive positions in accordance with the mission plan, stand by in your mobile suits. Celestial being isn't definitely going to show up. Yes, ma'am. Colonel! Mission for the Pillar Observatory. Object detected entering the atmosphere. It appears to be a carrier-class ship. They're here so soon. No mistaking it. Celestial being in spaceship. Can descend to the surface without losing speed. Get ready to open fire. All mobile suits. Deploy immediately. Seawater displacement successful. Supplying powers to Dock 1 and 2. Transitioning to battle mode. Hallelujah. So they're keeping you locked up here. We don't know where he was until now. We have to get him out, no matter what. 00. Zero V. Sudrium. Launch. We'll wait here. Roger. Now I got another Gundam to play with. Setsuna, the twin drive ship is working, but there's still a long way before stability. Don't you dare use the Trans Am. Roger. You got 4 turns to complete the mission. You have to get Hallelujah out of there before then. We're gonna bring him back. Why don't we have to save someone else while we're at it? Marina. This is spicy. Damn you, celestial bead! Are you going to let all the prisoners escape? Enemy mobile suits on their way. I'll protect 00. I won't move an inch. Begin firing bombardment. You don't have to hit, just keep them occupied. Roger. Hey, hero. Did my brother say anything when fighting? Targeted and firing. Targeted and firing. Alright. Studium Gundam. Lock on Stratus. Targeted and firing. This is another one of those split team situations. I find it funnier that we're gonna be fielding the same ship. Oh, I prefer this formation setup hands down. Alright, let's field more melee aggressive booster team. Oh wait, I put 2 melees on one side. And there we go. That'll work. Alright, new enemies to see. Look. Range 1 to 12. I knew this is gonna get spicy. I was waiting for this. Oh, this is glorious. And they're unified. That's... oh, yes. Bring the pain. Are you I knew follows. And my hub thingy didn't tell me who it was. What? That's a name. Hello, dear. Oh, now I see it better. Why? Oh, because it defaulted all your words. Hello, Winter. Winter VR, specifically. Hello, dears. Welcome to the stream, and get to have a seat, grab some snacks, and enjoy some Gundam. Alright. When it defaulted all, when it decapitalized all your stuff when I read it, it was really hard to read, so I had to read from a different layout. Like, that's a weird name, and then I realized it said it was clear to read. Alright. Survive 4 turns. Can you survive 4 turns with a score? Definitely enjoy it. Just wondering, do you play Evolution? No. Evolution? Gundam Evolution. No, but if it's available on PC, I can put it to my. I can add it to my wish list. Is it the Is that the battle arena thing? Actually, you know what? Let's take a moment. I can take a moment to go look. No big deals. Boop. Let's go take a look. Let's see. 6C Overwatches. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of well, I could take a look into it, but you know, I would scratch my I have to see it. I don't know. It's kind of that little gray area for me. I like the idea, so I'll look into it. How about that? I will take a peek. Isn't there like a sequel coming soon? Gundam. Aren't there like a second one coming? Ooh, mixed. Oh wow. Oh yeah, I've seen some gameplay of this. It's just not. How do I describe it? I would probably I would be more likely to play Battle Operation because I don't know. I'm kind of in this weird boat of I want to play a Gundam piloting game, but at the same time, I want to play a co-op-ish game where like it's more of a player versus environment versus PvP. I'm really iffy versus PvP. I like it, but it's hard to get a lot of friends that want to play it with me, and I'm iffy about that. So, but if it has a player versus environment option or player versus AI, I'd be able to get my friends to play easy peasy, especially if it's free. But I digress. Let's get ourselves back to the action of Gundam. But thank you for bringing that to my attention. I did remember seeing the game, but I forgot the name of it. So I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. All right, back to the game. Woo! All right, so survive for 4 turns, and score over 6,000 points. Should be doable because we have a ridiculously nice, strong Alpha Strike. All right, so this is a new one. Got 3d8 with 4 pretty decent strike zone too. Oh god, what is his stats as a pilot? Excuse me, what? 440? To be fair, Lakiel and the Strike Noir has like our best shooter in the entire pile. Strike Noir has been paying dividends. Why was he short? Oh, don't tell me I took... Did I take the... No, he still has a booster unit. Oh, because of water. Next out will be Heavy Arms Custom. Having to drive through water. I'm afraid of those guns more than anything else. So, question, what brought you to the channel, if I may ask? Well, how'd you find little old me? Really don't want... If I shoot at this thing, how bad is it? Oh! No counterattack? Oh no! I bet... Oh, I gotta get rid of these. It's one of those situations where they're gonna fire at everybody. They're gonna just shoot, shoot, shoot. Just supporting my fellow VTubers and make friends. Aww. I'm really bad with names, so if I'm following you on Twitter, again, I can't stress this enough. I'm really bad with names. It takes me a while to put names to memory. So if I am following you on If I am following you on Twitter, hellos. Like I said, that's I'm really bad with names, so I will mess up name. I will not remember people very well. But hello. And the custom music is super long, unfortunately. I do need to make a loop of it. I need to go into Audacity and make a loop of it. Like, make it like a... Maybe... I guess a 5-minute loop would be long enough. And lower the volume a little, so it's in conjunction with all the other music. I've just been lazy! I have a... It's a survival map, so... Oh... He can't act. Oh, he needs support. We need to pull somebody up to the center. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to give him... I forgot to feed him kills to get his stats up. The game itself is... How best to describe it? It's kind of like Fire Emblems, where you can get your ship, you can get your mobile suit, you can get yourself set up in that mobile suit. But in the same vein, you can also lose said mobile suit. The only thing you don't lose is your pilot. So you can actually have a nice array of custom pilots, which is what I have. I have a lot of my friends as my co-pilots. And fellow streamers and people I care and people I'm trying to support in my list. Alright, music change time. Whenever we have somebody special attack, they usually take lines. He does sound different than his brother. I like that. I'm glad they did make him sound different. It's night time? Oh no. Come on, man. I mean, I guess it works. It was, oh wow. So he takes a lot to get. Alright, so... Oh, this cannot move. Duly noted. I want to field myself. I'm going to leave the melee team here for what Part B might be. Part B might be a really nasty enemy team. I am going to do something risky, though. I am going to just deep dive into this enemy group. Before I do that... Skill? Oh, I forgot to change out my skill! I have NP up 3 now. So I can actually get the people I want up to... Actually, no, this is still... I need NP up 2. That's what I need. A middle ground. Yeah, the morale booster allows for special abilities to unlock, as well as doing critical damage, and that's kind of why I'm pushing it right now before I move on. Because everybody in my area of influence that is considered a teammate on my side, not guest characters, will get morale boosts. And as you can see, characters who have already acted are getting super high because, well, they already had a morale boost from the initial effect. Alright, now everybody should be close. Good. Alright, I'm gonna go off. So what do you do since you said you are a fellow streamer? What do you like to play? Actually, you know what? I want to look at something. What is your stat line? My stat line is this right now. My mobility is garbage, but my defense is decent. It's garbage because I shredded it with the twice mobility suit modifier. But yeah, this unlocks moves like Trans Am. Oh, I didn't kill it. Okay, so the thing can't counter strike, but it can. Shooters, RPGs, D&D, and well, other stuff. D&D. So you do streams with your friends. Is that what you do? D&D on Fridays and Saturdays. It's on the DM. Oh, cool! Are you running a module, or are you doing your own homebrew world? Oh, cool. Why did I move? Oh, because I don't have a line of shot. I don't have a shot anymore. Do I have any more steps? No. I'm really glad. I call it Eversoul. Why does that sound familiar? Eversoul. Eversoul. Do you do TikToks? Not TikToks. Do you do YouTube shorts about your campaign? Not yet. Okay. So we have 4 in here. We've already We've already survived for 3 turns. We've already scoring that much. What else is here? Oh, there's no other unlocks on this mission? That's a shame. 5 inactive. Why did I have 5 inactive? Ugh. Oh no. Yeah, those guns with 12 on their range intervals. Yeah, I have to push up to help them out. Got hit. Oh, that's terrifying. Because 12 on the range is what worries me. That's the reason why I said, screw it, I'm diving in, and I dived in the middle of all this shenanigans. To be fair, I'm currently awakened. I'm sorry, I have the Zero system attached to a GN system, and I'm already like the highest stat pilot right now. No, I'm even higher statted. GN's actually a really good system. I wish I could have equipped it on the other Gundams. That'd be perfect. Being able to get energy back every turn. I'm actually happy this attack is strong enough to outright kill them. Yep, he's gonna have to deal with all these guys coming in. Let's go with piercing attacks. But yeah, I like this SRPG. Like I said, you get to choose your own mech, and you can make a cast of your own friends and characters. There's also your favorites from like Wing, 00, G-Unit, Iron-Blooded Orphans, Also good and bad guy side, so you can actually, you know, mix and match. You can pick your favorites. Super! Oh yeah, that's right. I promised we were gonna change background musics. Let's change the in-stage background music. Just a smidge. We unlocked out there more DLC songs. Let's see what we can listen to. Yeah, let's use this one. We've used it before, but is that what we're using now? Oh, it is what we're using now. El Emilius. Oh, it's this one. That's what we were using a minute ago. Gundam, why not? Alright, time to get up here and help them out a smidge. This will keep his energy cost down. I set him up to fall. And all he has to do is shoot back at him. Trans Am lets him reach that target. Now he can crit. I don't see any enemies being respawned or re-added back to the battlefield. Part of me's thinking we can kind of clear the battlefield. Are there any named units? Are there any guys with special items? Reconnaissance. Oh, you're the only one with reconnaissance. Do I want another reconnaissance? And who do I put it on if I put it on somebody? Well, let's help him out a bit. That bounces that forward. Move up. Do a raid call. Oh, I was hoping it'd be a little shorter than that damage. And I can't argue with it. I put him like way further than he needed to go. But hey, let's get some points and we'll unlock him, and that'd be awesome. Alright, we're gonna move over here to be protective. I have a feeling we're gonna get ambushed. Just this feeling. Yeah, let's try to get the raid team back to each other. They did start like all the way across it from each other. And some of my friends out of the pile picked their Gundams that they wanted to utilize, so that's why they're piloting the Gundams for piloting. Some of them I picked out of random, or just went with it. And I haven't changed a lot out. Like, I haven't changed out Tallgeese, even though I could. Just haven't found anything that kind of fits Tallgeese's playstyle. That should be pass 4. Yep. One-third chance. Well, less than a third of chance. Oh, I could have counted. Ouch. Missiles. Just waiting for stuff to respawn. That's the thing I want to see. If they don't, we can clear the battlefield, which would be hilarious. He's already wounded enough to be killed. And more so now that he has to take a hit. Counter. He doesn't take any hits, so Trans Am won't do additional damage. So I need to wound those two guys, so... Alright, I have to take one of his kills. I need to go into the fight up there. Before I do that, double attack, raid bonus, but nobody's trying to benefit from it but myself. Awakened, constant skill. I won't let you. Womp. Did I just one-shot him? This is the strength of the enemy. Give me your shiny. If I was to give it to something, I would probably replace... Either I wait till I get another ability slot, or I would... Yeah, I'd probably wait till I get another ability slot. That is a heck of a theme. These guns. I've gotten triple digits. Let's go for mobility from now on. Supercharged! Move you up this way. Smack you with the hot stick. That should allow him to finish him off. Right? Yeah. Good. He does 9,200. Swing. His best attack will drop this guy. That lowers him, yep, below this guy's attack threshold. The other Gundam can't move. He's currently inside trying to rescue Zolidie. So we're gonna get the ranged gun team to join them, and hopefully, if they need to make an escape, we'll have the area covered. Then we'll have the raid team sit on the outside, blocking anything that appears on the beach. Barring any super bosses, we should be relatively fine. And we'll just scooch over a square and basically protect the ship, and have the melee team ready to just spring out. So it should be past 4? Or past 6. Who else has acted? Oh yeah, the ship, so it should be past 5 now. Yep. Evade. You chose poorly. It's a hit. Oh, wow, those are slightly better in accuracy. But the goal is to get rid of those. That Mood Maker on that team was a brilliant choice. Perfect, and we can get just enough. I'm gonna have him go up here and help out. And he can't move because he's got a guard 0-0 Gundam. Point blank destruction. I'm hoping I unlock another difficulty soon. I don't even know how I unlock it. I just want it soon. I do want to swing into him because I want to knock his teeth in a smidge. I want to make it easier for the other Gundam because I want to get these new variants unlocked. Each strike. That's less grind for me later. Made. I'll evade. Oh, I don't know. Why did I do that? Because I can't do the turn that stuff changes, isn't it? Yep. What? Catharon is releasing the prisoners. Yes, ma'am. What's going on? Does that mean they're conspiracy with the celestial being? Tell Lieutenant Soma to see to E57. Roger. Oh, he's in his own little section. Strippers, there's definitely a battle. What's going on? Hallelujah! Setsune, why? Here to get you out. Go to that point. Aros is on its way. Arios? Your new Gundam. Got it. Found Aaliyah. Launch Arios. You got it. Arios launching. Alright. I'll do a resubmerging. Is there a battle going on outside? But why? Marina, Ismail, Setsuna! I'm here to rescue you. I got you into trouble. It is all because I approached you. I'm sorry, Marina. Setsuna, is that really you? Why? Why have you decided to start fighting again? Because it's all I can do. That's not true. There are countless ways you could live without having to fight again. I can't think of any other. That's why my wish will only become true through fighting. That's just so sad. It is. There's no way. There's no more time. Let's go. Setsuna. Designated point. This is Arios. Freeze! That's as far as you go, subject E57. Marie. Don't move! Marie. I've already told you, that's not my name! No, that's your real name. Marie... Farface? Oh, her brainwaves are... her quantum waves are activating, aren't they? Katsuda! Aelia! Hurry, we're out of time. Roger. Damn it. He was right there in front of me. Aelia, what's wrong? Roger. Maria, I'll come back for you without fail. Maria. There's 4 Gundams! What's going on here? Clearly, they intended to break out E57. To battle! Roger. There's it, they're having the forces. Too bad we've, like, scrambled the rest of them. Ooh, some new ones. I won't let you get away. E is subject E57.
Gundam. 自分が乙女座であったことをこれほど嬉しく思ったことはない。
Wow, you took the Bushido thing really heavy. That's a new A-Laws unit. Come, Gundam. Let us fight. Oh yeah, that's right. I was giving him a goofy voice because he has a mask. I knew it'd be flanked. Yeah, I'm not feeling this theme. I like the other, more dangerous feeling theme. I immediately didn't feel that theme. I like the other one. It's too boss mode. I like it too much. Ground tactics. Ooh, that's a new one. What do you do? Plus attack, plus when piloting ground units. Immediate disappointment. And it's, why are they in the water when they get there? Census 5. Melee weapon efficiency 3. Whoa! I do not know why these guys have these abilities. Like, I can't stress this enough. In a, energy consumption minus 7% for melee weapons. Great, fine. It's okay. But the vehicles that have these have this function. Like, if you started your run in Gundam 00, you'd be swimming in energy power. So it's so weird that this is the thing they chose for the items for certain characters. Oh wait, you can red link. Good to know. Alright, let's see what your Trans Am is.
僕はまだ戦い抜いてみせる。トランザム。アリオス、迎撃行動に入る。
I really like that. That looks amazing.
ここで仕留める。
It does look like a flying dagger. It's kind of cool. Oh! Oh, that's really cool!
そんな
Okay, that was really cool. Oh yeah, condition. Defeat all units. Any quest conditions? No, not a single quest condition. So it's just I just have to unlock Gundams. I have a lot of enemies to fight. I could have the Gundams fight all of them, or the guest Gundams to fight, and I can support them with my Gundam. And just try. I just got a nice little surprise down here. But see, that's why I have my other team. Because no one fucks with Crab. I'm gonna have Crab come out second. Let's have Taizu, another streamer, and the person who set all this little setup. Little me. And her cute little thing.
このウェポンなら必勝ね。私のモビリティについてこれますか。シュート。
That's right, it's a beam attack underwater. I gotta remember. They're submerged, which weirds me out. Wait, they're not submerged? Oh, she was submerged. Neither one of them was submerged? Wait. They're submerged. And they have... Oh, snap! They actually have A-class for underwater capability. That's, okay. That's fine. That will not cause an issue. But like I said, we have Crab Battle. I don't understand why they grab ground tactics. No one fucks with the crab.
くそ、ここまで腕の立つ連中がいるとは。
The most dangerous ship right now against all these guys is this sucker right here. From a DLC set, Hermit Crab, MA. Coming in at a... Oh yeah, let me transform. That's so the stats show up properly. At B class underwater. Fine. Compared to everybody else's, it's probably underwater stat. Really? Yeah, C's and stuff. Yeah, it's But it's enough to immediately warrant them to get wrecked. So as you can see, we kind of struggle with fighting underwater. And yes, that is Funky Feud. Or Funky Flights. Whew! Man, these are some serious unknown enemies. It's another song I need to extend the loop for. It's a really good quality of the song, too. Oh, they're just dead! Look at that. Look at that delicious, delicious slaughter. And it went from 1 to 3. Beautiful. Let's push for energy first. Frank is the leader of the melee team, with a space transforming unit that's pretty decent all around. Alright. Yeah, I kind of want to just defeat these Gundams, their necessary requirements to transform. No. You down here? I'll send you after this thing. I don't want to burn that high level of a rank or rate up. This will be a little better. A better range. Let's get this. See, if I ever get a Gundam, something aggressive is my mojo, you know. As a stray cat, it's fun to be aggressive. There's a lot of Gundams. If you've never played ST Gundam, there's a metric ton of them. And after this combat, I'll happily show you what I've collected so far. That lethal? Oh, it was lethal. I was trying to spare it. Oh well. Since there shouldn't be any more surprises, there's just a pile of ace pilot mooks. Bring it! Unlike Fire Emblems, though, is you can't, like, smack an enemy group and have them come to you, or you can't be in, like, their movement range to force them to come to you. So that's my only kind of pseudo-complaint, is you can't really force enemy engagements in certain ways. And thankfully, I don't have to hold back against her. I'm gonna take your shiny. Because I want Sense 5 on my own character. Here's my Awakened stat to even further. Mega Beam! Using that to soften them up. Soften him up. shouldn't be fatal. Then we move... Oh, now I need to move him back up. And these... To show off these cool little multi-team things.
僕たちが力を合わせれば
動きを合わせるフォーメーション F52
オーライ了解した
I like how...
目標を迎撃する
Oh man, I really love these scenes. Drops 2 of them. The third one heavily wounded.
ここまでなのか
The only thing you can't do is you can't do custom voice lines. I mean, there is mods out there that allows for a similar function, but realistically speaking, it is a little. You'd have to do some serious tweaking. Well, that went better than expected. I mean, people have done some amazing mods. You can actually swap out certain character portraits for other character portraits, which is kind of nice. Alright, we've protected them. I love the fact that turning around is free. Yeah, I think we're pretty set. I'm gonna have the guest Gundams do their job for once. This is another situation where they're really powerful and they're not slouches again. Enemies caught up on their skill set, but still not enough to warrant losing my marbles over. Evade. Get hot rod him since we don't have super strength again. Rinse and repeat. Smack him with the hot rod from the Gundam. Ugh. How about that? Whew. She didn't swing on me, did she? She moved, but she did not swing. I'm taking my trophy. I have not. I have been recommended it twice now. I've ended up watching other animes that I did not get a chance to watch. I actually sit down and so what if I'm a spider or reincarnated? It's basically the reincarnated spider thing, and I just finished season 2, and I'm like, I want season 3. I was so I'm so pumped, so cool. I have to. She's actually pretty good. Look at that, an 83% chance to miss, 8% chance to hit. And her counter swings at 53% with her combat. I'm like, my character is currently the juiciest character right now. I'm currently sitting on the modifiers from the Zero system, Reflexes 4, Control 2, Crisis Management 2, Senses 4, Leadership 5, and Fighting Instinct, which basically gives me more morale bonuses. Like, the Zero system is what's really pushing my limit. The extra 50 is really up there, and she's still dodging me. I'm actually surprised I didn't have dialogue. I won't be defeated again, which means she's exiting stage left. And I slapped that right here, an extra 30 points of sense. You need to kill one enemy to be done. So I'll wait on you. Do a raid link. It's these 4. Confirm the strike. Boop, 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 boop. And that should be lethal for one of them. And that allows him to move again. Now you can move this way. Pop this dude. Perfect. And Gundams do feel this powerful. They are very powerful units. That's the whole point of the series. But you can play and operate a non-standard unit. You can run a non-Gundam into combat and do extremely well with it. Case in point is the pilot of the Hermit Crab started with a Leo unit and decided to change down the line. The Leo itself was pretty, like, aside from its low weapon choice, it was doing an amazing job up until we ran into enemies that had anti-beam weaponry, which made them a little difficult. But all in all, didn't stop us from kicking ass and taking names. Especially didn't stop them. Bazooka. This is probably going to be the mission we get their gauges filled up. Look at that delicious quad cannon. I'm moving up here to support. Then I can beam attack and set them up for even more easy kills. What ranges do you have? You're melee centric. That's the one thing I'm concerned about. What your melee skills are. You've been in prison for 4 years. Piloting's a snap. Still can't have no problem still piloting a Gundam. No muscle atrophy or nothing. Look at those stat lines. 400 baseline for range and melee, so he's actually more balanced now than he was before. Okay, that's fine. That is also fine. But I want to move him towards his allies so the enemies start clumping up together. Lethal? Awesome. Also, they can support each other. So that's the reason why I'm kind of moving here too. Move here so I can beam attack people. Beam sword. Wow, you get punished. Every time I try to get you to do some decentness, you get punished a lot. I'd probably kill him outright, so I'm gonna fire at him. Mechanic level 3, which is we've picked up, been past, and I don't know. They don't hit hard enough against that unit. It's literally a tank. Oh, what did you get? What did we get? Strategist 3. Yay! Even though we already had like one already. Oh, I still need to get some of his gauge filled up, so wham. That's why I grouped them up, so depending on which way they choose, I can choose to just avoid. Shazam with support. And that way I can actually just pop them off the battlefield and give the guy the credit for it. And now he gets credit for it because he countered He'll get more stuff. Endless 3. Alternatively, I can just have him counter swing. And then swing again on next turn. %66% chance to hit. Still missed. Good. That guy, however, to my north, I do worry. The Bushido. I bring the sword of the. I'm sorry, dude. I think a UK pilot calling himself the Bushido, and I'm just like, man, you. Mechanic 3, that's nice.
So その剣さばき間違いないあの時の少年だなんという行幸生き恥をさらした甲斐があったというもの
I still think it's funny that it's a European guy who's gone down this weird Bushido path. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Worst case scenario, I will tip my hands to the arena and help him out. I can't let him take another direct hit. I really wish I could give them skill bonuses. Alright, let's... Who do I want more? Do I want this unit, or this unit more? I kind of want the all guns unit. That should be enough. Okay. We'll delete more dudes. Oh, come on! Gimme! He's gonna survive that. Ah, dang it. I got greedy with that attack. So I'm leaving with none of them. I guess I'll have them tomorrow because I can grind this mission to get their gauges filled. Disappointedly, I can. And my concern is if he doesn't kill him, the counter swing will. I mean, well, it won't kill him, but then I have to finish him off with another unit. I am gonna call for a support shot, the rifle shot. That puts him in critical range, so now all Setsui has to do is land the blow. And that looks like a hit. Shido is down. It seems like I've had to train enough. Bing. Ability get. He was worth a lot of points. And this guy, unfortunately, is the last man standing. With a 100% hit rate, he's toast. But that does get us 2 suits for 1 combat. Almost 3. Almost 3. Oh god! Opera out of nowhere! Slammed with Opera. Tyrion. Heard the report that one of the members has been rescued. Remember... What is that sentence? I heard the report for one of the members of the rescue party. What is it? It seems that one of the members witnessed the first princess of Azistan, Marina Asmal, within the facility. God, these long sentences. Marina? She was being held there? It seems so. And I'm sorry. We're unable to bring her under our protection. Oh no. But according to the report, it appears that Princess Marina being taken away by someone believed to be the member of the celestial being. Taken away by celestial being? Could it be? Marina. Okay, the music is kind of awesome at the same time, but it kicks off really loud. I love opera too. It's also a good music genre I like. Oh, now it's calmed down. It's super nice. I thank you for rescuing me and bringing an end to the civil war at Afghanistan 5 years ago. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You stopped the conflict without resorting to violence. I think the course of action you chose was magnificent. Never mind that. What are your plans now? I shall return to Afghanistan. That's ridiculous. The security agency will come for you. It's possible the Federation could intervene using you as an excuse. Yes, but because Afghanistan has not joined the Federation, the rest of the world has abandoned us. Our economy has collapsed, and despite being between the conservatives and the reformists, has reached a stalemate. That's why I must. I understand. We'll have the ship set course for Afghanistan. Etsuna. Roger that. Excuse me for asking, but are you two lovers? They had to make 2 different bubbles just to put them up there. I love that. No, we're not. My intuition was wrong. Man, oh man, this ship is amazing. It even operates underwater. Look, gone. Stratos? But how? I'm getting tired of that reaction. Sorry. You haven't changed. You think so? Really no need for you to change. Welcome back. Hallelujah. It's good to be back. He's hard to do a voice for tired. Even on extra mode, we just still slammed it. 11 kills under my belt, and 8 kills under the Zaza's belt and 5 under Frankel's. We just crushed it. Oh. Gundam 00. Tyrdrium have now been added to our roster. And since we have time and you're here, I would join to do voices because honestly, I want to do VA work later in life. Oh! Ooh. There could be possibilities. I actually asked somebody else to do the same down the road, but I have to see your stuff, which I will, and we will talk about it. Again, you're kind of a new face, so we'll have to talk about it in a future thing. But yeah, I'll have to see your D&D stuffies. Meow. Okay, so what's covered? Now, again, I haven't cleared a lot of the storylines because there's a lot of storylines to play. A lot of storylines to play. And DLC stuff. But, let's start from the farthest left and work our way down. So, we have everything from Gundam Wing. Just first batch Gundam Wing. All of it. All the way down to the bottom. Epion, Virgos, Mercurius, Vetreon. We have some stuff from G-Unit. I actually unlocked some of the stuff because I just wanted higher variants. And again, I said my Leo pilot liked the Leos. I wanted to give them a better Leo, so I started looking for better Leos, and I found these 3 in G-Unit. And they said, I want to pilot this Hermit thing. I was like, cool. And then we have Scorpio. Gundam Wing, EU's variants. The Endless Wall movie variants, and then another set of movie variants. Gundam Wing, Gundam X, and X next prologue, which I don't have anything from. Turn A Gundam. Again, some of these already have pilots in them, so I won't I want to avoid duplicates. So, you know, it was first come first serve for some ships. We have some seeds. Again, I haven't played Seed yet. We've just been lucky enough to unlocking them as we go. Because you can develop into another ship. There's more seed units that are available. And we have more seed. Like, there's so much. Like, Seed Astray, Seed Astray R, Seed Astray B, X Astray, Destiny, Mobile Suit V, Destiny Mobile Suit V, Seed Vessi Astray, Stargazer, Astray, more Astray, versus Astray, which has Mirage re-unlocked, Destiny Impulse R. I don't even remember where I picked this sucker up. I don't know I don't know what I piloted that unlocked him. Gundam Frame Esramar, and then we have these guys that we're unlocking. I'm super happy, but now I want Trinity. I want the Trinity team because that Trinity team was kind of interesting. I like hyper-specialized stuff, but apparently we've unlocked a lot of this from this. So I've already got myself spoiled that we're going to be fighting this thing at one point, I'm assuming. Like, we fought this thing, and I thought this thing here was an ally. I was way wrong. So when I ended up having to fight it, I was super surprised, but I was super, like, ecstatic about it. It's like one of the coolest things. It has the Purge ability, which allows it to transform into this sucker once the unit was destroyed. And then I unlocked this through DLC extra missions. DR Gundam. It's got, you know, lots of double odd, age. I have no idea what this is. Orphans, Iron-Blooded Orphans. Iron-Blooded Orphans, I'm assuming the movie, or maybe the series, season 2. Tornado Gundam, which is an original for the series. And then another set of originals, which is Haro, Psycho Haro, Og Color, Phoenix Zero, Phoenix Zero 1, Phoenix Gundam Full Power, which unlocks Phoenix Gundam, which is kind of interesting. It can unlock a lower tier of itself, I guess. And then you have the G Gundam DLC stuff, which I've unlocked Burning, Noble, Master Gundam, and then loops back around to here. So, yeah, it's got a lot of Gundams. It's a really fun series, and that you kind of came in while during a mission. Let me switch to a nicer soundtrack. You see, I seem to have a ugly habit of picking the very long storylines. You have Iron-Blooded Orphans, 00, which has... I have 4 more stages to play through. Oh, wait, 5 more stages. I keep forgetting to count the one that just unlocked. And then, I'm assuming this is a movie. Or this might be a movie, this might be Season 2. And then we have Stargazer. So, after I'm saying this now. After I clear 00, I will not be jumping to 00F. I will actually be clearing the shorter stuff that I've kind of already attached to. So, for example, I will actually knock out Dual Story and Endless Waltz because they are short and it's stuff we haven't unlocked yet. And it's kind of part of the Wing storyline. Swinging back around, we will knock out the Gundam or the Gundam Blooded Orphans extra long storyline before we swing back around to go back to 00 to do 00F and then Trailblazer. And then we'll swing right back and we'll do all of Seed in, because it's the longest of the pile of series, we'll be knocking that out last in its giant entirety, as it is the longest running series in the entire pile, which kind of irks me a little bit, because I'm almost certain there was more Gundams in between Wing to Iron-Blooded Orphans. I'm almost certain there was more to that, but don't quote me on that. But again, I'm almost certain there was more Gundams between then and there. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything I actually missed. So, the cool quest lines allow me to check and see if there's anything I've missed. Again, I find it funny that Mr. Bushido really is not hiding himself. Like, really not hiding himself. I didn't figure out how to do this one yet, so I'll have to go back and do this one. Hallelujah defeats Soma in his super soldier state, which I didn't know how to activate. It actually doesn't tell you how to activate it either, so that's the extra problem number 2. I'm assuming he needs to defeat Sergei first, and then defeat Soma next. That's my assumption. Still an unknown. So you see question marks, it means we don't see the mission that it's contained in. So the previous one, the two missions ago, clear the stage after fulfilling the special conditions. This, unlocks the second variant of him, which I'm gonna struggle to figure that one out. Don't know. Unknown stage. Register a Gundam that he pilots to add him to the list. Defeat him. Clear the mission. This is the stuff I was looking for. These also kind of have pseudo spoilers, but it's the only way you're gonna know if certain things are available and how to get them. That's also how you unlock like tier 2, tier 3 of modifications. Alright, I'm gonna send the group off to dispatch so they can get some levels for their ship. I'm gonna see which ones give me the most experience and which one has a high success rate. I want to do the daily though. Dailies always give me some good money, and that's what I'm thinking. We're gonna send off our team friendship because the ship needs levels now. That will be that. These things, like I said earlier, update during 9 a.m. Japan time, as it also says in the manual, quote unquote. The gallery? Yeah, I think it's the gallery because the gallery has its tutorials. Yeah. And yeah, and it's kind of pretty. It tells you how many mobile suits mobile armors that are available in each series, so you can kind of get a gist of what you're expecting to unlock from each one. And these are all from the series. Like, this is the storyline. These are all going to be unlocked base game without without modifications. And then you have the DLC profiles, which is all the extra stuff. They have really low conditions to unlock them. Like in this case, you have to buy Master Asia using in-game credits, and then you have to acquire Master Gundam, and he has to use his special move. So easy condition. You have to get Alien Berry to pilot her Noble Gundam at least once on a map, and you unlock it permanently to build it again permanently. Rising Gundam, put it on a battlefield, pilot it, unlock it. Burning Gundam uses its Burning Finger, plain and simple, easy peasy. You know, a lot of these have some very low condition requirements. Some of these are just, you know, clear stage with full power Phoenix Gundam. Starts out unlocked, you know, get these through transformations or through sideways development. Use Burning Fire with Phoenix Gundam unlocks this one. And then, you know, it's plain, it's as simple as it says on the table. Just really nice. You know, no confusion about unlocking things. These start out unlocked as part of the season pass. And some of these require you to send out people on missions to unlock. And that's simple enough. Once you've got the unit, you get one for free. And then all you do is field it with the appropriate requirements, and you unlock it permanently, even if it's destroyed on the field. Like it says, clear the stage after this unit has been fielded at least once on a map. Fielded at least once on a map. Fielded at least once on a map. Use EX burst mode, you know, so don't get blown up before you get to do that. Field it, do special ability. Plain and simple across the board, which is really nice. Let's see, where's Turn A Gundam? Gotta remember where Turn A Gundam was. Oh yeah, you know, the upside down A, Turn A. Yeah, use the Moonlight Butterfly attack. It doesn't even have to kill, it just has to use. And it's not the map variant. And did not use it as a support attack. That's it. Plain and simple. They're very easy to... Nothing's too bad. And, sorry, let's go back to gallery. And so far, including stream time, because I've streamed this a lot, and I do try to save it, and I've been archiving it on YouTube. I've got 138 hours on this game already. And I'm having a blast. I'm really digging it. And I'm looking forward to unlocking another difficulty mode, because apparently there's another difficulty mode that's unlockable. I don't know how to unlock it, but apparently I'll get there eventually. I'm hoping it doesn't require me to beat all the storyline, because if it does, I might run into an issue. I'm hoping it's just get a character to level 99, which can be doable at this rate, and it most likely will before we complete the storyline. But by then, a lot of characters are going to be trouncing the NPCs. So I'm hoping that the difficulty unlocks soon. Soonish. But don't quote me on it. Oh, I just sent somebody out, so I need to save. Yeah. And as I said through development, I actually should explain that since I got a few more minutes. And then we're going to raid somebody. So development is handled by selecting an already leveled unit. And then you have branching development paths. So you can turn the Zaku Warrior live concert type into a different Zaku Warrior, which has its own branch of, you know, unlockables. And then you have Zaku Phantom, which, you know, has its 4... Zaku Golf Ignited, which is a Zaku variant, obviously, but it's got its own. Wolf. This has got a special, different sensation. You got Doom Trooper, which has its own branching path. And that's basically what I did, is I would just develop a unit into another unit. Like, here's another one that's reached a developmental dead end. It has nothing on this unit. And nothing on this unit. enough it on this tier. Well, no, there's one right here I can develop into. So I could, in theory, turn it into Zero Gundam, and then turn Zero Gundam into this Gundam by getting it to level 3. And it might be something, you know, it might be something I want, might not be. But that's what I've been doing. I just basically developing sideways a lot of units. That's how I got this variant of the Curious, is you can develop it off of its previous version, and you can do the same for Venet, and then obviously you have Hydra Gundam that's also in that series. Yeah, and I skipped some of them. Like I skipped outright Tolgeese 2. You can technically skip a unit outright, and that means I will have to either A, unlock it through the story later, or B, unlock it through just playing it and just getting it unlocked. Which, you know, it's not that big of a deal, especially if you can send them people out and sort small missions. And this is another one that's reached a technological dead end. They'll loop back on itself, but you unlock, you know, nice things, which is kind of really nice. Like that's how I unlocked the buyable Zero system. Being able to purchase this and slap it onto mobile suits is amazing, because once you get max morale, it's bonuses to ranged, melee, reaction, and awakening, which is really good. This actually is a unit I should either A, develop, or B, sell at this rate. Because I can't turn it in, or exchange. Someone piloted it? No, no one's piloting it at the moment. So, we can either go to exchange, so I go to this unit. If I go to exchange, it tries to look at the values that's on the left and accumulate a similar value on the right. And, honestly, I don't see that as super useful. Oh, can I? So I might go to the list and I might just sell it outright. But I don't know. Also, paranoia save, because that's how I work. Alright, guys. It's time for me to go ahead and... Oh, look, Sleepy went asleep. Alright, let's see who we can raid this evening. Who can we raid? Chronicles. Popples. Alright. Who can we raid? Who is live right now? It's been a while since I've raided them, so I'm gonna raid Damien Resnick, the resident VTuber with a smooth, deep voice, as other people have told me. They're like, please raid them. Please give Damien a nice warm welcome. They just started playing I've never heard of this game before, so I couldn't tell you what you're about to go and dive into. It's called Kiwi. It looks cute, and looks like they're co-op streaming, maybe, possibly, or it might be an NPC that's talking. So please give them a nice warm welcome, and as I always say, be good, be safe, and above all, be yourselves. I will see you guys Sunday. I'm almost certain for EDF, but we also might do some more Phasmophobia. I'll see you guys then. Laters!